I was just trying to go on my computer with it. But levels is good. Levels is good, right? The fuck wrong with the damn computer? Anywho's, what up? What up? Just chilling. I just saw some shit on YouTube. This nigga, Bricc Baby and Wack. Shout outs to Geddy.
What up, YouTube? This is Geddy back at you with another video. I want to give a double salute to all of my supporters and anyone watching this video right now.
Geddy Radio.
Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get to the content. Okay, man, I'm pretty sure y'all remember when Bricc Baby's house got raided shortly after he said that statement about the Lil Pat murder in Los Angeles, California, man. Well, they found some guns and they found some drugs, right? But the gun wasn't up in the Compton courts. Remember, he said that the DA rejected to accept the case. The DA didn't want to accept the gun case, right? Bricc Baby said they didn't have enough evidence to pin him for it, right? So, Wack 100 sent Reggie right down to Compton court to look into that. They did not find the gun. They found the drugs, right? So, Wack 100 speculated that the feds had that gun case. Well, come to find out, that was true. It was a sealed indictment. Now it is unsealed, and Wack 100 has just released it. And he pretty much been saying that he been telling y'all that Bricc Baby has been working. It is interesting. I'm gonna let y'all know.
So the nigga Bricc Baby got caught with a gun case, and he's saying that they had dismissed it or some shit like that. But then come to find out, I guess it's been unsealed, so Wack just found it. I guess he got the paperwork here, about to talk about it. Hold up, let's hear what Wack got to say.
Only since March. Hey, we gonna have 1090. Look up how many people in Los Angeles get DA rejects from
Soul Food?
guns a year.
Yeah, it's that 100%. I gotta sign anything?
They don't all the way to the T because all year, the way that you could fight a gun that wasn't in my possession, there's no reason that that DA picking up, right? Post-COVID, picking up a gun case where they don't have enough evidence to fully have me go take the deal. And they, with the DA reject, they did not pick up the case, right? You gotta wait for June 23rd, 2023. All right, you going back and over the same shit. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to the Did they ask you how did you plead guilty, not guilty? If I made it that far, I wouldn't have a DA reject. Rather, the DA reject means he rejected to accept the case. It means he rejected to accept the case. I'll ask you this question. So, you don't answer the question. Well, I'll ask you a separate question. So whatever case, I don't really care about it, but is it adjudicated? Is it dismissed? Is it finalized? Listen, in Los Angeles, if they don't file within a year in a month, the case is automatically thrown. Any case still is illegal in the state of California. So jealous to go on the streets without telling. God damn.
Like, I ain't been to the feds, you feel me? I don't really look too much into it. But from what I be hearing, feds don't get bail unless you got like.
Yeah, I ain't hear about that bail shit either with the feds. Like, so I don't know where the fuck he get that bail shit from. That shit is weird. But he started talking shit about the show, but
Hey, I'm on this live, right? Okay, look, this nigga, I heard Bear Claw's out.
Oh. They gave him a bail with this. He got 85,000 plus an ankle monitor. So, Bricc Baby just got denied bail. He go back in May, and I just got Bricc Baby paperwork on posted it now. We was right, June 23rd, 2023, he got caught with an AK and 2 other guns. Everything again. He got everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's work. Yeah, I got it.
Right now, the whole everything. Everything we've been saying, we gotta show him because we've been saying he's been denying.
He been denying it, bro.
He's been working, yeah. And he got a sealed file for a dope case in New Jersey on that Sue Surf situation sealed. So I think him and Bigu was working together on that.
Oh, they said, oh.
Baby, Sylvester, the one that told on Bigu on the murder, he got a bail with stipulations. I ain't seen the stipulations yet. But I knew they was gonna give it to him because he cooperated. The girl from the with the pool truck, she got a bill as well. But you know, they both cooperate.
Ooh. Listen, bro. I told niggas ain't about to take no 20, 30 years for Bigu. Listen, man. They picked up all grown 30, 40, 50-year-old people, bro. They didn't pick up no 20-year-olds. You just can't afford to sit down for no 20, 30 years. I knew that was gonna happen. So, man,
yeah. Well, cause you can have fun with this. This is bad. It's a quick 6 pages. There you have it. Break that out. He's done everything we've been saying is benign is real.
Got it. Well, we got some more.
On the ammunition, 3 guns and an AK. The fuck is the AK? I see the picture. You'll know it because the shoot 5.56.
What? Damn.
Yes. That's wild. Since 2023, they got that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Since 2023, he got pinched in like July or some shit. Bricc Baby. Nigga he looks scary. He look like a nigga that I won't put it past none of these niggas, man. Then the nigga just said something. Yeah, 30, 40-year-olds, right? Like, why is y'all niggas still gangbanging? You know, that's so 1990s. Like, I'm just saying, man. I can understand. I know I get it. Catch myself with my niggas every now and then, but my niggas ain't my niggas anymore. Niggas is grown. Some of our niggas don't fuck with each other, you know. You see the gray in my beard. The fuck I look like yelling out my 90s crew and shit like that. Like, that shit is in the 90s. You gotta let it go. Y'all gangbanged when y'all was younger. Now y'all damn near, you're a grandfather. That's what I'm preparing for. Like, I'm preparing to be a grandfather, if anything. Like, I can't be 40, 50 years old still trying to be gang members. Like, it ain't worth it. You know, it's not worth it. And as you can see, they cleaning up the streets. They cleaning up the streets of America with all that gang shit. All that gang shit, they getting that shit the fuck out of here. So you gotta be careful, you know, if you want to stay in that life, you gotta know the consequences that come with it. Ain't nobody put no gun to your head and make you do that shit, you know. When the time comes, you gotta either accept it or, like my nigga Zip said, go out in a blaze. Go out in a blaze. You know you did so much shit. I think that shit, man. Woke up today, they got Bigu all over the national news, man. Like, this fucking culture vulture bitch. What's her name? Fucking Gail King. Like, to see her report about black niggas, that shit disgusting. I don't give a fuck what a nigga did. Don't get on Gail King, nigga. Word. That's what dead ass as a black man in America. Don't get on Gayle King. That's your whole objective, not to be on Gayle King's show. Cause that bitch, once she's on you, you know they trying to put you under. Them niggas sick Gayle on you. That's it. Them niggas sick Gayle King on you. Forget about it. Stay away from Gayle King, black niggas. Word. Give a fuck about anybody else. My niggas, stay away from Gayle King. For real. It's that the niggas on CBS, ABC, Channel 5, Fox 5, ABC, NBC. Like, it make you believe them in some sense. Like, yeah, they trying to, you know what I mean? Black nigga shit. Heard. That's one part. But the other part is what you did before you became an activist. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you did before you got to help everybody or, take care of your community. That's what they doing. And it's, look, man, you get to a point where you can't lie to yourself, so why lie to others? You know what I'm saying? Like, you are who you are, you know. And whatever you did that got you to where you at, just hope you didn't step on nobody to get there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did, it's gonna come back to you, you know. You see a lot of niggas out here in the glamour, in the glitz, you know. And then what happens? Something happens to where they lose it all or something like that. That comes from what they did to get it. You got to ask yourself that question. What did I do to get to where I'm at to be able to help the community? You know, you stepped on a lot of niggas' toes to do that good work you doing in LA, Big U. That's what they got you for. They don't got you for what you're doing now. They got you for the bullshit you did to how you got here. And that happens to a lot of niggas that finally get the bag. It's not about you getting the bag and doing good with the bag. It's about what you did to get the bag. That's what you booked for. The past is coming up to get you, you know. Yo, E was good, Eric. Respect, salute, so if you stepped on toes, you squashed a lot of niggas to get to where you at, and now you on some redemption. I'm gonna try to change my ways. But you still around the same people, places, and things. So it's like, from public perception, you ain't changed. You still got the same niggas around you. You still in the same spot. So to the victims that you victimize, now that you're a good person, now you're publicly saying you're a good person, you're for the community, they're looking at you like, no, you're not. That shit is bullshit. Now you got to deal with those niggas, your victims, right? Now you got that. You don't even know who they are because they not even going to come to you straight up. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the celebrity people that envy you. And then you got the people that don't know you. You got three niggas that's on your, you know what I'm saying? No homo. You got to deal with three enemies. I forgot your loved ones. Four. You know? You got to deal with four enemies, man. So you got to be real with yourself. Like, is this it? Is this me? Is this what I'm doing? Because if this what I'm doing, it ain't no turning back. You know what I'm saying? If I'm lining niggas up, I'm lining niggas up. I know what's going to come with this. You all in the mix in the streets, nigga. You can't be up. Why you think the gangsters that started that shit in New York never wanted to be in the public eye? Why you think they always publicly said, what mob? We don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because they know who they are and they know what they doing. And it's not good. So they was real with themselves from the jump. Them niggas sat in the table and they said, you know what? We gangsters. We not, and they kept telling Bugsy that. God bless his soul. They kept telling Bugsy that, like, yo, you bugging. You want to do this Hollywood shit. We not even trying to be in pictures and the limelight and all of that. They had to kill their own man who they loved. They loved the shit out of Bugsy. Bugsy was one of their main hitters. He was one of the top hitters of this whole gangster shit. Bugsy Siegel was the top hitter. You know? That is like, they, come on now. It's just certain shit that niggas live by. Like, yo, we really do this shit, Bugsy. We can't show the world we on that. You know what I'm saying? We can't. So it's like understanding gang politics in LA and all of that. Why even take it Hollywood? And then how y'all did it Hollywood, y'all didn't do it the legal way. Y'all fucking did it y'all tried to debo y'all shit. You know, my thing is get a couple dollars and then if anything, uh, turn legit, you know, somehow, some way. But from that allegedly extorting niggas, that shit ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. You know, he should have came out and just from the jump denounced and all of that. But it's different. You know, now it's different. Now the gangs understand they gotta denounce. You know, I can't say he should have did that when he came home because nobody was on that denouncing shit. Heard, heard. You know what I'm saying? Heard. That's LA. That ain't New York City. I got it. Y'all do what y'all do. We do what we do. Got you. You know, I'm not even knocking that. I'm just saying, like, for future reference, man, y'all niggas take a textbook from the city, man. Learn from it, man. Use the rules, B. You know, and it is a retirement at a certain age. I mean, listen, if you wasn't the breadwinner, then okay. If you the muscle, you can't be the muscle for life. Then niggas gonna see, everybody see that shit. Like this nigga old in the motherfucker. We ain't sending that nigga on no trips. He ain't doing no drills no more. Like, go sit your old ass down, OG. Go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if he was one of them niggas in the 80s and the 70s that you know, this is 2020, man. Sit your old ass down somewhere, OG. You know what I'm saying? He's good. Or whenever the fuck he came out. Now, if he was an earner, a money getting money nigga, it could be for life. But that depends on how you see fit, not really the game. Because if you just coming home from the stretch, what more earning can you do? You know what I'm saying? You gotta start from scratch. You probably don't feel like doing that shit. If you was the top earner, they probably want to throw you something to help you get on your feet. Now it's up to you whether you want to turn it down or not. And if, you know, you got the balls to do it. Um, he could have took it and started something legit, which I think he did, working with Nipsey and doing the music thing. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe that was the mindset he had. Like, you know what? I've been going for the whole fucking 90s. I ain't seen none of this hip hop shit. I remember, like, not too, like a while ago, I was thinking about that too. Like, his mindset, like, he missed out on mad shit the whole damn 90s, you know? So, yeah, you would think, like, of course, niggas is looking at him like he was one of them earners, you know? But I think it's really is more up to him, like, you know what? Let me take that initial bag and do something good with it. And from what I saw, he did, because he was the manager, he was managing it. There's two sides to this. You do have the good side. You can't say that there isn't. You can't say that it didn't start with something positive or something legit, because it did. It did. When he came home, that's exactly what he did. He did the music, you know. You know, one thing I was thinking about though, the fucking celebrity black niggas who claim to be, oh, I'm a real black man. Like, yo, for real, B. I don't know. Even if the nigga did touch me, something physically happened, I still, man, still, y'all gotta denounce that shit, B. Like, nah, that nigga ain't do nothing to me. You know what the fuck y'all niggas is talking about? I gave that shit to him. Whatever he did with that money, that's what he did. I don't care about what charity it's from. I just gave it to him because that's my brother. Y'all niggas is rich. Y'all need to denounce that shit. Like, oh, he scammed y'all and shit like that. Draymond Green, Shaq, any of y'all black niggas that's entertainers or athletes and they threw y'all under the bus like, yeah, he used, y'all niggas need to say something. Because not saying nothing is being a rat. Not saying nothing is being a bozo, is being a clown, is being a sucker ass nigga because you want that nigga to stay in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking like, not if he didn't physically do nothing to you, if he just finessed you out the money, all right, he got me, but still, he don't deserve to go to jail for that. So denounce that shit. But even if y'all got strong on, even if you got strong on, y'all niggas got to figure out another way to get your get back. Him going to jail and you corroborating that story, that is not it. That's not the way black men move. Black men don't move like that. Got them corny ass fucking white people name dropping like a motherfucker on y'all black niggas. And y'all just sitting back letting this man just go to fuck to jail. With y'all name all in his paperwork. Nah, I ain't respecting that shit. I ain't respecting that shit. I don't give a fuck what happened, how it happened, when it happened, who it happened. Them niggas put y'all niggas' names in the streets. He know why his name is in the street. Bigu know why his name is in the street and what he did. He posted a video and he said, I'm handling that. Look, I'm outside. Niggas got my name all out here in these streets. I'm pulling up. That's gangsta. I respect you, Bigu. You definitely get a point for that. If that's what you do as a real nigga, especially a black man. My name out here in these streets for what? What? I ain't ducking. That's gangster. That's gangster, Bigu. That's gangster. I ain't gonna hold you. That's gangster. I just see that. I seen that as a trap, though. You know what I'm saying? I seen that as a trap too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know about that turning yourself in shit, but because I feel like that's probably the last time niggas gonna see you. Word, word. I know I said the elephant in the room last time, but this murder shit might get you. That shit might get you. I still try to knock off the elephant in the room though, because that shit is more, it has more connections than the murder. These fucking celebrities and shit, you know what I'm saying? They know people in LA. They know people over there, you know, in that county. Niggas got friends, families, people that went to school with each other in them fucking fraternities and sororities and shit like that. You know, these niggas got connections. The more I think about that shit, it just seems like a lose, and it seems you're gonna need a really, really good lawyer. You're gonna need you're gonna need a fucking shark. You're gonna need a shark. You got street niggas snitching. You got internet niggas telling, like, you was right. You was right. You hit it right on the mark. You know what I'm saying? You was right. Like, if you knew that, like, if somebody gave you that drop before, I don't turn yourself in with that. Give me some time. Word, let me get back. Fuck that. Nah, don't make the situation worse. You did. I was thinking that too. The sooner he turns himself in, the better it's gonna be, because the longer it takes, pause, they gonna take that shit into consideration. Like, see, he was guilty. That's why he was trying to run. But you did that shit. You really did that shit. There's no way they took it like you was trying to run. You know what I'm saying? You did that at a very good time. Good time on your part. Um, yeah, but this Bricc Baby shit got pinched in 2023 and probably been wearing a wire, recording, doing all types of shit since then, you know. Who knows? So you got that. Then you got whoever you got beef with on the internet, like you said, and they rocking with the nigga. That's a whole mess in its entirety right there. And then, like I said, with the four that I spoke about, whoever you stepped on to get to where you was at to do good, you know. You got the victims. You got the victims' families and shit like that. And throughout the years, that's all I'm saying. They saw you in the same place with the same people. I'm not saying doing the same thing, but perception is in the eye of the beholder. So if you ask them, maybe they'll tell you. Maybe a couple of them will say that, like, yeah, I didn't see no difference in you, my nigga. I even heard rumors, you know, they'll tell you. Like, everybody want to hear some good shit, but this shit is serious when it's charges like this against you, and you either did it and you trying to front, or you didn't do it. And these niggas just hate your fucking guts or something. You want to know why? Like, yo, what the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying? I only came back to my hood. I chilled with my niggas. I ain't do shit. But then once I got my bread up, you know what I'm saying? I was doing the music shit. Then once I got my bread up, I started this, I started that. You know, the fuck y'all niggas hating on me for? Oh, because y'all seen me in the hood. Like, nigga, that's what I was supposed to. Like, he need to have that conversation with the people. At least a couple of them. Get the perception of the hood. Like, yo, how y'all felt? Which I thought I was still out here gangbanging. Yeah, we heard you still out. Like, he should have got the memo. Like, when you the boss, I think you need a conciliator. You know, you need somebody to tell you about yourself. Like, nigga, public perception is everything. Do you know how the hood feel about you being back after 10, 15 years? No, and I don't care. Well, nigga, you need to care. Because let me tell you, that's not good. They don't know why the fuck you here. You know, he should have got that memo when he first stepped on the scene. Then maybe he would have moved, or, you know. Shit like that. Could have helped the hood without being in the hood. Or the niggas never seen Bigu. Ever since he came home, they never saw him. Why? Because he already got the drop. The community ain't feeling me, then it ain't no need for me to be over here. Like that ass, I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not welcome. Where I feel invaded or the energy just not right. I'm not going. Why force yourself? Why force yourself in an area around people that don't like you but fear you? And then you get a high off of that and want to stay. Nigga, that's crazy. You is not Superman. You is not Superman. I wouldn't even play with life like that. Nigga, all eyes on me, but nobody talking. A whole area, all eyes on me, but nobody saying a word. And then when I look and lock at them, they smile. Nah, I don't like that area. I don't give a fuck if I'm the BON or not. I don't give a fuck if I'm the BON or not. I don't like that area. Come around, niggas is quiet. When niggas is he-heing. Nobody can tell you nothing. Why would you want to be there? Before you left, before you did your bid, you was around sharks, gorillas. It was a jungle out there. Nigga might have smacked you. Shit. You wasn't the only tough nigga outside, Big. You was mad niggas down with your team that was tough. And on the other side, that was tough, that was outside during that time. You know? I had to do what y'all had to do. But just know that the community remember that shit. They remember that shit. Now you got the community switches, it flips. And sometimes niggas that was your friends are now your enemies. Because they side with the niggas who you once had beef with, you know? So you don't even know what's going on. The hood flip. And slowly but surely, if you stay in it, it's going to flip on you because you ain't know. The hood been flipped. You just didn't get the memo, you know? So if that wasn't the case, then he would still have as much respect as he did before he left. Now, he would have the same respect because he did 10 times probably more shit than what he's booked now for. Before he went in, them 80s, he know. That nigga gonna sit in his cell and be the fuck quiet. Got this nigga for... He tight because they got him for some bullshit. That's what he tight about. He a OG. He been in this shit way longer than me. So, you know what I'm saying? So, he like, damn, these niggas got me for some bullshit. Nigga, be thankful. Or all of us as gangsters, if that happens to us, we are thankful. Give us as much time as you had in the streets. You ain't the only nigga that's violent in America, Big U. You ain't the only nigga that did shit, you know? It's just, for a person of your age, if they get booked at that time and it's some bullshit, they gonna be quiet than a motherfucker because they like, well, shit, compared to what I was doing in the 80s, nigga, this is nothing. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't really be too bothered. It's just the understanding that, yeah, you tired, nigga don't want to do that shit no more. But you have to know you gotta change your people, places, and things. I think that's the only way. If you're in it that deep, pause, probably gotta change your people, places, and things. Well, oh, this nigga Kanye. First of all, hold up. Let me see if I can catch up. It's, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Should I go? Let me just show y'all some dumb shit. This nigga Kanye is fucking. Look, well, he ain't in New York. So I don't know what the fuck he's saying that's so fucking retarded to him. But there's a lot of crazy shit. There's a lot of crazy people in New York City per se. You know what I mean? They don't let all the crazy people out. They need their medicine. I'm over it. You know what I mean? Like that ass. I'm over all that crazy shit. You play crazy with me, I go psychotic. Dead ass. I get psychotic. You go crazy, I go psychotic. Fuck that shit. Like for real, for real. I'm not with it. But the kids, like, yo, really? Fuck the kids gotta do with this shit, man. Like, nah, you tweaking, mo. Like, and when I first saw that shit, I think yesterday, I was saying to myself, like, see, this is the shit that I'm talking about with Jay-Z. Like, he really need to get next to this nigga. Like, somebody need to snatch this nigga up, throw him in the trunk, and bring him to hold. Like, dead ass. Like, how much money I got in my bank account? Alright. Yeah, get that. Bring him over here. Yeah, don't hurt him. Just bring him over here. I mean, I wanna talk to that nigga. Like that ass, this is the time you gotta go full Brooklyn. Like if you can't do it, if you ain't got the heart to do it, have one of your niggas do it because it ain't like he talking about a bitch you fucked or anybody like that. Jay, nigga talking about your kids, like nah. Let me get next to you, B. I'm going yeah, I'm gonna do it for an assault on Kanye and what a couple mil. Alright. Cause I need to break some teeth. That titanium shit is coming out yeah, he ain't gonna have no more jibs. I'm knocking that out. I'm knocking those teeth out. What's that? Them jibs out. Those is going out. Knocking those out. You heard? Because it don't make no sense. You know? It don't. It really don't. Like, if you got beef with Jay, then I let that nigga get next to that nigga, yeah. I don't give a fuck about I'm crazy. Fuck all that crazy shit, my nigga. You're not stupid. You're not stupid. And you're a black man. How dare you, bro? How dare you talk about another black man's kids, yo? And you just talking. Like, really get next to the nigga Jay. If you got a problem with that nigga Jay-Z, get next to him. Fuck you still talking for? Like, he ain't even. I don't get it. It seems like you really on that nigga dick. Like, you really dick sucking, guzzling. You've been guzzling ever since he did a fucking, he did an album with you. You've been guzzling that nigga balls, trying to follow that nigga everywhere he go. I think that's what it is, too. It's like, you thought siding with Jay will help you. And You had it right. But that was just half the battle, if you know Jay. Like we do. That nigga let Beans go. That nigga let his right hand man go. Nigga let Dane go. Nigga let Biggs go. Then brung Biggs back. Nigga let state property go. Nigga let UGK go. Nigga let MOP go. Nigga let he just be snipping shit. He's a snipper. Like one of them veterinarians that be snipping dogs to get them spayed or neutered and shit like that, neutered or whatever. Him, he's a professional snipper. Like he'll just cut you out of his life like that. He needs you for what he needs you for, and then it's a set time period, and after that he doesn't need you. That's his track record. And I don't even, yo, no lie, I don't even know that nigga Jay-Z. That's his track record. Look at it. He don't keep niggas. This is a business. So I think Ye looked at it like we're brothers. This is a friendship. Not knowing that, no, you're a part of a business venture that I'm doing right now. And once this venture is over, it's over. Ain't no, I'm not carrying along people for this ride. I stand on this alone. Jay don't ever want to have an army, a crew, a group. He dismantled that when he dismantled The Rock. And I think Kanye getting caught up in the hype, doing the album, seeing Jay-Z smile and everything, getting his approval, he overthought Jay-Z's loyalty, which he doesn't have for anybody he does business with. You know, because it's crazy, I'm looking at his Twitter page right now, right? You know, think his his ego, his ego definitely caught him slipping. You know, Jay-Z. That's what I was gonna say. I think here it is, and then being a Brooklyn nigga too, I would definitely lean more towards this. So, Mr. West, if you ever wanted to be or ever thought you was going to be a friend to Jay-Z, a brother to Jay-Z, you shouldn't have did business with Jay-Z first. You should have built a friendship, and a friendship based on trust first, and not money, and not an album. But you wanted it. You wanted it more than you wanted his loyalty, more than you wanted his brotherhood, more than you wanted his friendship. You wanted that number one hit record. You wanted that fame. And he saw that. He saw you didn't need him if you would have got what you wanted. He saw that before you saw it. Because this is chess, not checkers, Mr. West. He was young. He been in the game. He seen your hunger, but he also seen the fame. and he seen what it can do. So he couldn't give you both. He couldn't give you the fame, the money, and his loyalty, his friendship. He just couldn't. He's from Brooklyn. They don't even play like that. He don't know you, nigga. And he damn sure don't owe you. You know, I'll leave this here, man. These squares, because Jay-Z's not a square. So these people, they run across these street niggas who's street famous and then become famous in different states and shit like that, right? So during our time period, during this era, hip hop was born, so you started to get street niggas doing the hip hop shit. Um, Jay-Z being one of them. We can't, I mean, I don't think, you entertain a nigga should forget that. Like, he ain't a plant. He didn't go to school for this. He didn't take up music and art and shit like that. Like, Kanye did, and like most of these good kids did, and where the conflict happens. And so this is where it becomes the problem or the conflict of interest where the two might clash because they meet at a place where money's involved and business transactions have to be transpired. Street niggas want to learn more business, so they have to go to these. Um, they have to go to these corporate kids or these college kids. People who studying business and accounting and used to be artist development. They go to them, and so that's how like production labels were started and stuff like that. And with the production label, once the production label was able to like make a demo or a record, that's when distribution labels started to pay attention. Big wigs like Sony, Universal, and Warner, Time Warner, Warner Music Group. With that being said, is like it's a lot of money involved, and the naiveness of street niggas is a disadvantage for them because it becomes an advantage for these corporate kids who's already learning it, taking seminars. They're doing their due diligence, to learn the business more than the artist. So what they do is, things happen, and it's been happening since the beginning, since the two intertwine into each other's worlds. Street niggas trying to be rappers and these corporate niggas taking advantage of these street niggas, because they want to do it. Then you got the street niggas wanting to be moguls, and you got the production labels and distribution labels taking advantage of these street niggas trying to be, moguls and stuff like that. So I think Kanye and the rest of the college kids and kids that aren't from the streets, they have a different theory on life that it's borderline fantasy of what everybody is and how everybody thinks and how everybody lives. You know, their whole thinking of how everybody lives is just crazy. They're very naive and live in a bubble, you know, to what the realms of reality is and what it can be, you know. I don't think they even think hell on earth exists. You know, it's weird, right, that I say that. I don't even think that they even believe it or know it. They haven't seen it. You know, they don't understand. You know, they don't poverty. What the fuck is that to them? You know what I'm saying? They good kids. So those two worlds, they're not meant to intertwine at all. Even though we thought, you know, you heard us in the 90s. Thank you, hip hop, for helping us put food on our table, turn us into successful black men and shit like that. In a storm, it was a quiet storm. Like Prodigy and Little Kim, it was a quiet storm waiting ahead for all the real niggas involved. Then what happened? A year where it was just a year of let's kill rappers. Shit was worse than Tupac and Biggie recently. Mode 3, Nipsey Hussle. Oh gosh. Young Dolph, Drake Yoda Ruler, and countless others from the South. You know, like, wait, just back to back to back to back to back. You know, how they started. If you seen those kids, they had a smile. A lot of them were signing their contracts on live, happy to be signed. Gucci Mane's whole camp, they were signed. Now they all, it's just sad, you know, for real niggas, like, when the two worlds clash, it doesn't, it's, it's like, we get it. Look, mama, I'm a rapper. I made it. We used to say that in the 80s, well, really the 90s, because that's when the money started coming in for hip hop. You could say that. And then during the G Unit era, you know, the millennium, you could say that. Like, yeah, I'm an artist, I'm a rapper. But they can't just, I don't get it. They got the degrees, they got all the credentials, they got the notoriety, they even got help from the fraternities, if anything. Why they gotta be so greedy and not help the artists, not help the street niggas who's just trying to learn the business and trying to get in the game? Why they gotta be asinine? Or, you know, uh, yeah, you could just tell Kanye had an agenda and it didn't see fit with Jay. Because if it did, he would have continued to do business with him, kept him around. Well, as you can see, Jay-Z don't keep people around. He really don't. Let me go to this nigga tweets, hold on. Because I tried at first, but then this shit just got out of fucking control. Like, you know what? Fuck him and his goddamn tweets. I don't know. That's it. It's just showing a little gorilla thing. I don't know. I seen more than this. It just made me like, you know what? I ain't fuck with that nigga easy. Or, cause I'm like, what happened? I'm missing a lot. Like, yo, what's going on? There was a lot going on. And before the niggas kids retarded all types of weird dumb shit. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like, nigga played Bricc Baby had to tell that nigga, yo, shut the fuck up. And nigga like, yo, my daughter ain't your niece or some shit. He was just crashing. Everybody crashed. And that nigga shook. Yeah, I told her I had a show for Suge. I got to, yeah, let this nigga, everybody going fucking crazy. And this nigga Suge just, nigga, nigga. But here's the thing. I know niggas is like, yeah, he ain't give Pac no money. Da 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 da. Pac got paid, but Pac wanted to spend his money. That was the problem. He paid Pac, and then Pac would spend his money. The only time he didn't spend his money is when he was around Suge. And I guess people saw that and thought, oh, Suge was buying it, not giving him money, just buying him shit. But Suge was saying that's not the case. He didn't know how much this nigga was spending until he was around the nigga, Pop. Then once he saw it, he's like, nah, chill, I got this. Like, in a way, he didn't want to tell us, like, nah, this nigga Pop was trying to outspend me when he was around me, so I had to up it on him. Like, nah, I got it. It was some gangster shit. Like, gangsters do that. So, I guess he told Pac, he like, I got it. He like, yo, I don't, and Pac told him, yo, you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, buy the shit for me. And he like, nigga, I got it. I'm the motherfucker owner. You just the artist. You get paid for this. You get paid for that. You get paid for shows. You get paid for the music. I get paid for everything. Everything. Because I'm the boss. So, nigga, I got it. You know what I mean? Let me get this. And I think that's because when you look at it as a business, you have to pay for the shit. We doing bit like he makes perfect sense. Suge makes perfect fucking sense. If you don't have your own business and you're not running a business, then I will understand why you wouldn't understand. I don't know if that makes any sense. But if you own a business and you are on business time, every dollar spent needs to go back into the business as well as being spent from the business so that at the end of the year, you can get all that money back in the income tax. That's what all businesses do that. I seen white boys fight over fucking paying the bill. Like, nah, take it off the card. Even Migos, little homies, they did that shit too. We be using the company card. Like, yeah, you got to use that company card. That's important. That's important. You cannot, listen, once you start your own business, they tell you it's very important to stay away from spending your personal money, dipping and dabbling into your personal account, your personal expenses, playing with your personal income. You got to get your business shit running. When you on your business time, you on your business time. I think the only time you can really play with your personal bread is when you're on vacation. I just started my business. I haven't really got it up and running, so I can't really confirm it. But shit, me, I'm always on business. If my shit up and running, I'm gonna be on business. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna really have time to do personals. Um, in the weekends when you got your days off. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because if it's when it's not your days off, you're working. You know what I'm saying? You're on business time. That's what they need. They need that bread to be back into that business account. They need you to spend that business money. That's called accounts payables. And then that money coming in is accounts receivables. Those are two of the financial statements of your of the four, making up the four. General ledgers and petty cash is the other two. That's your financial statements right there. It's a part of business. So there's no fucking way. Yeah, I could never. All right, I worked with close to a CEO. Yeah, they you would never pay for your own. You would never pay. We on business too. Because you know something, I'm gonna be honest with you. Even you as the artist or the person that's under the company, you would think, "Man, that shit was personal. We went and ate and all of that shit. That nigga, nah, he's using the business. He's still using the business card. Getting the car, he's still that's the you know what I mean? Shit like that. And I think that's what they was beefing about. Oh, he used the company card for all them shits of Shugs. Technically, it's not Shugs. Like Shug said, I gave him that shit. I didn't want it back. I didn't take it back. That's the company shit. Oh well, but it's Pac. Pac is a part of the company. That's business, my nigga. Like the fuck y'all don't understand. Pac can't spend like y'all niggas. Listen, whatever. Like Shug said, he didn't know. So when he's not around, Suge, Pac could do whatever the fuck he want. He's the artist. If he want to go buy a mansion, he could go buy a mansion. If he want to go, whatever he want to do with his bread, he go do with it. Certain things didn't make sense to Suge. You know what I'm saying? Like the cars, that definitely don't make sense. I'm not gonna lie to you, that don't make sense. Especially as big as the company was. Therefore, at that time, nobody had to buy their own car. He could have put it under the yeah. And them budget that money that was coming in from Jimmy. Oh yeah, they had that. They had that. Yeah, they had that. They had that in them. But Death Row was still doing good though. They still had some bread. You know, they had enough on that corporate on that company line. Like the more you putting in, and they're selling millions of records without the help of Interscope. So the more money that's going into that account, the bigger the credit line Suge is going to get on his card. So it could have probably started out like a million. He got $1 million in credit. Then the nigga just made 20 million off a doggy style or 50 million off a doggy style, right? So now that credit line he got on his card then shot up to damn near fucking 15 million, you know, or at least a third of it. Cause they figure he got damn near, he got more than He got more than two. He got that plus two more. He could pay for that now, and he still got more money left over in his account. So yeah, we'll give him a $15 million credit line. Why not? All eyes on me ain't even getting no residuals yet. All right, Pop, you number one, Me Against the World. Granted that you getting some bread back from the Me Against the World shit. We'll give you that. But still, I got a fucking $15 million credit line on this card. And I gotta spend the bread. He gotta spend the bread. That's why it didn't make sense to Suge. You gotta understand how business goes. He now look, the money from them albums was they was doing so good. No one expected it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you go from a $500,000 credit line, 500,000, to now you got $15 million credit line. Like, you know, or the who fucking knows? All I know is they had number one hits. They had number one hits. They was eating. Death Row was eating. Death Row was eating. They was eating from the Chronic all the way up until Pac came home. And then when Pac came home, even when Dre left, he left everything to Suge. So he was still getting the residuals. He was eating off of these hits. And Pac, all eyes on me. So it was like, I'm pretty sure that credit line was crazy. That's why it didn't make no sense. Like, liquid funds, physical funds is what y'all looking for. Y'all looking for dollars, right? Yeah, everybody was looking for dollars. Now, we didn't see the money. He didn't give them no money. Who the fuck needs a set price of money when I got unlimited credit? It was almost like Pac had unlimited credit. He didn't need money. If he wanted a mansion, Suge, give me a mansion. He bought him a mansion. He bought him a mansion for his mom over there in Stone, Georgia, Stone Mountain. He wanted a Rolls Royce. Suge got him a Rolls Royce. He wanted a Rolex diamond watch. Suge got him whatever he wanted. If he wanted to go to Tahiti, he could go to Tahiti. If he wanted to go to Rome, he could have went to Rome. He had unlimited credit. So it was the point money didn't. What was money? When you can get anything you want. It's a different life. Pac was looking at life totally different than us. He was a young kid, and he didn't need money anymore. And with his voice, he just kept getting more power, and respect. So they saying he died broke. You know how powerful Pac is right now. You know how much respect Pac has. I don't think that's broke. That's rich than a motherfucker. That's rich than a motherfucker. If the nigga was alive, he could eat. He could eat in my crib. And the only nigga I ever said that about was motherfucking Michael Jackson. Shit. Now you got another one, Pac and Big. Why not? Big my nigga. Big is my nigga. Or I don't know, y'all. This nigga, yeah. Fucking kids, man. I'm just disgusted with that nigga, yeah, man. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit got me tight with that nigga. I don't know what the fuck to say. That nigga somebody need to take that nigga phone. Suge shit too. Take Suge phone. Suge telling everything. Suge telling everything. I thought Suge was gonna shut the fuck up. Suge telling everything right now. Niggas gotta take Suge phone. Suge don't give a fuck no more. Nigga sound like Machiavelli. That's my word. That nigga Suge sound like Machiavelli. Word against all odds like a motherfucker. And this shit got that bullet in his brain. Niggas better be careful. He could be losing it. Yeah, he still got that bullet in his fucking head. Damn, being fake towards him. That nigga got a long ass list. That nigga got a long ass list of people he don't like. Yeah, funny nigga. Nigga said his own kids, my own family, the black community, and of course the Jews. I'm in pain. Nigga pop a perk. Pop 8.
I bled for these niggas. I did some. I put them on and shit. I took them with me on the tour. Like, niggas don't have to be making statements against me in public. And everybody know what I'm saying is right. And I'm the only one who will fucking say this shit. It's like, I'm the type of, like, my mom was a teacher. I'm a nigga. Donda is like a school. I want niggas to be good. I want niggas to get put on all this type of shit. But then it'd be the betrayal, it'd be all the sneaky shit that niggas do. But that's what it is. You know, celebrity game is like, it's really kill or be killed. Everyone wants to act like they're your friend, and they want to try to come and kill the king, and then like the king's supposed to give everybody a
Oh,
hug.
gosh, this nigga with this dumbass king shit. You're not a king, stupid. And they never was your friends. Like, I know what it is with that. I know exactly what it is with Kanye. That nigga a big ass fucking kid. He ain't grow up yet. Jay-Z will tell me, yep, you right, bub. That's why I stopped fucking with him. That nigga he catch tantrums like a little kid. That nigga just caught a temper tantrum, my nigga. Or he think he Aretha. Nigga, only fucking person in this world we let get away with that diva shit is Aretha. And a little bit of Mariah. Whitney gone. Whitney was our top diva. She couldn't do no wrong. But rumors had it. And shit. Aretha was a fucking diva. You know. Then, Mariah's still cool. But every now and then she need to get treated like she's a diva. She's definitely one of those. She come from that era, that cloth. The fuck is up with this nigga? Yay. This nigga acting like a fucking girl. That diva. It's diva vibes. Treat me like a king. Like, nigga, you shut the fuck up. Nigga, you run around calling people kids retarded and shit. No king do no dumb shit like that. Lost your rabbit ass fucking mind, man. I know she. Yo, nah. I know she bad in the motherfucker. She had kids with this nigga. Like, this nigga is the worst. I don't know. Little girl, 18? Amended, or I'm going to war, and neither of us will recover. He just want beef. He got it.
I rock with is Ray J. Literally, every one of y'all all saw, come see me. I denounce every celebrity. I denounce every celebrity I ever stood next to. God bless you. And you know, that's the Christian word of what I really want to say. Any celebrity, only celebrity that I rock with is Ray J. Literally, every one of y'all all saw, come see me when y'all want to see me. Every fake gangster, so-called killer, any basketball player, any rapper, any actress, any musician, any model, any editor, come see me. Come see God's child right now, please. I want it. I want to see my mama. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you can't touch in Jesus' name.
All right, nigga. Whatever. Now you want to see your mama. Heard. I'm off this. That nigga's crazy. Nah, he ain't crazy. He a fucking little kid. That's what he is. Crazy people don't post other people's kids and freaks on it. Crazy people don't do that. You know what I mean? I was distasteful. Crazy people don't even have time to tweet. I wanted to show them his whole history, but I wanted to show it to you. I can't. I think he deleted his post. He deleted. I mean, after the monkeys, his shit just went crazy. I had to stop. I had you know what? I can't. Nah. Well, I'm dead serious. He must have had his PR team delete the tweets or something, but And then went on a fucking killings. He went on a Twitter killing spree. If this was real people, he'd have been a serial killer. If Twitter was real, he'd have killed everybody. I think Kanye should go seek help. And he should take his medicine. Like that ass. Word. I'm off this.